What's going on, everyone? My name is Impulse and welcome back to Hermitcraft. If you were one of the amazing people that stuck around towards the end of last episode, you would have heard that we are getting ready to wrap up this whole Mycelium Resistance versus Hep saga. And in order to do so, we have decided to have a contest of sorts that's going to involve some mini games. So it's going to put an end to all the shenanigans. I'm not seeing any mycelium around, but I do know that kind of the rules for this minigame competition has been established in here, and it looks like Green has put up some sort of a wall, and I just noticed mycelium and grass. That's great. So anyway, here we go. Turf War end game, and basically what I said before, it's gone on long enough, right? And so we're going to create some mini games that are going to vary. Each side's going to produce their own mini games, and it can be, you know, 1 versus 1 or 3 versus 3, whatever we want, basically, as mini game designers. And PvP are allowed but not necessary, and you can add a wager with somebody to make it more interesting, and we're encouraged to get creative with it. And also we need to 11th of December. Ooh, we got to get moving. We're running out of days already. I've actually, the reason why this video is taking so long is because I spent quite a few days trying to come up with a concept for a game, and I got something in mind. So anyway, we are going to participate. We're going to make a game, and we are going to need to think about if we want to do some sort of wager here, right? What is all this? The resistance must restore and pretty up the shopping district. Green must give up his plot. Etho has to make a super unique fast smelter for B-dubs. Okay, so they're Etho and B-dubs are in on something. Oh, and then people are putting down their games here. Scar's got a mini game. Azuma's doing some sort of dodgeball. I need to put down a sign over here. Green's game. Just says Green's game. Okay, so I'm going to put down a sign that's going to say that we're playing a game, and I even have a name for it. Impulse's Whack-a-Stand. How does that sound? This game was inspired from a game I saw on my patron server by a patron named Firewolf256. And once I played the game, I was like, this is amazing. It involves armor stands. You guys know I love me some armor stand mini games, and the redstone is really cool. So I spent some time in creative trying to figure out exactly how it works so I could rebuild it here on the server and made a couple modifications here and there. And it's going to be amazing, but I'm going to need some space for it. And we have established an area for these mini games over here, and I've already gone ahead and took the liberty of claiming a spot. And of course you can see I've outlined it with quartz because that's what I do. I use quartz as just whatever marker blocks. So here we go. I've dug out this area. I mean, it looks pretty big, but it's not that bad. It's 21 by 21 and like 15 deep for all the redstone to get tucked in. So yeah, I had to put in a beacon, and I dug it out. My pickaxe is hurting. I was feeling really good about this hole that I dug until I peeked over the ledge here. Somebody has a lot bigger of an area to deal with than I had to worry about. And as soon as I was impressed by that, I came over here and took another little peek and noticed, wow. That is a lot of digging to be done to make room for a mini game. Oh, I thought I was going to hit that creeper. That would have been a tough shot. Hello, it says, wow, this is a lot of digging. Somebody's been very, very busy, but I'm not going to worry about what they're up to. I'm not going to spoil anything, hopefully, that they have going on. Instead, we're going to focus on this. And at this point, I just got to get my hands on a bunch of redstone and start building this thing up. And hopefully we'll get this thing working before the end of the episode, because clock is ticking. We gotta come. All right, redstone is coming along, but I wanted to stop for a second to show you this, because this is by far the coolest part of this whole thing. And this is what is going to allow us to have 8 random spots for the armor stands to pop up to be whacked. And that way they won't know where they're going to come up next, because this is completely random. And the way that we're going to do that is steal signal off of these torches to the 8 different bays. And so how does the machine know which one to trigger? Well, of course, we're going to use a dispenser, because because we all know that when you fire something out of a dispenser, it picks a random spot. So these are one of the best ways to randomize items or randomize something in Minecraft is using dispensers or droppers. So in these, we have shulker boxes that have a certain number of unstackable items in it, as you can see. And if we take this first one here, it only has one sword, and we put it on here, you'll see that this first torch lights up because of the way this is comparing the signal. And so I'll give you a little look at that. But yeah, this is so cool. You can imagine that the next box will then have 2 unstackable items, and we put that in, and of course it's going to go to the second torch. And again, if we go to the next box, I believe we have 4 in this one, so you have to start to kind of amp up the number of items as you go along here to make sure the signal reaches. But there's 3, and we could go all day, of course, but just for demonstration purposes, we'll do one more. You can see the 4th torch. And so, yeah, you can see every time this spits out, it's going to be a random spot there and choose one of the 8 outputs there. So, yeah, here we go. 4 in that one, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, in case you were curious how many items we had in those shulker boxes. And as the system runs, it's just going to spit one out, and you can see we're going to break it and then cycle it back in. So it just kind of happens over and over again. And that is the mechanism that triggers the armor stand launchers, which we're going to put in next. There's a whole lot more redstone to go. So, all right, back to redstoning. The redstone is now done, and my brain hurts a little bit because, wow, that was definitely a lot of redstone circuits to do. A lot of trying to make sure the timings of repeaters were right and things were facing the right directions. And yes, that was a lot. That was a lot. But hey, here we are. I think we have a game. I think so. I say that because I haven't exactly tested it yet. I figured we'd do that together. That way, if I failed, you guys can all laugh at me, and I'll just go cry in a corner. No, I got a good feeling. I double, triple checked all the stuff, all the redstone, and I think I'm good. So here we go. Here's the idea of the game. We're gonna give the contestant an axe, and basically once they hit this button, we're gonna get those randomized armor stands shooting up, as we explained the randomness earlier, and they have to run around from hole to hole trying to whack the armor stands and break them down into item form, hence the whack-a-mole style game here. So there's 8 different holes, as you know, and we will try to accrue points by breaking them down, and every time we break one down, we should get a point in the system here. So, all right, it is time. We're going to give this thing a test, and cross your fingers. Wish me luck. I hope I don't have to go troubleshoot any redstone issues. We should start hearing a lot of fence gates. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and we already got a stand right in front of us. Can we get to that in time? Oh, we did. Oh, that's kind of an issue, though, that it kind of flew into our hands. Oh, well, we'll just toss it back in there so we get accounted for our point there. And this is what makes the game hard. There's so much room to travel that if you turn your back, there you go. I ran away from this one, and there's no way I can catch it, and it's gone now. We missed that point. So, all right, this is working, I think. So far, this seems pretty random, and I like the timings of everything. All right, we got lucky on that one because we kind of stood in the middle. Now, I guess you could... Did you see that? It kind of flew up. The launcher just launched the item back up. It needs to make its way down in the system so we get our point, though. So I think that there's 2 strategies you can play at this game. You could stand at one end so you can see all 8 holes, but you put yourself at a disadvantage because there's no way you're going to make it to that end unless you get lucky and another one comes up. Or you can kind of stand in the middle and just 360 the whole game, which I suppose can get kind of nauseating if you're just spinning in circles over and over again. But, we missed that one. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I haven't played this enough to really figure out what a kind of good strategy would be, and I keep missing them. So I feel like I'm actually getting worse as this goes along. The thing I need to think about is, how's the length of the game? Does it feel like it's too long? I feel like we've been playing for quite some time at this point. Maybe we could shorten the game up just a little bit, which is going to be pretty easy to do. We just go down below and we can take care of that, no problem. But yeah, we've definitely been playing a little bit longer than I think we'll have them do for the actual competition. Because I think that we will do maybe one player from one side, one player from the other. Just go head to head. And one player plays at a time. And at the end of the round, whoever has the most points will win. Or we could do team-based, I suppose. We could have 4v4 even. Just have one player go at a time and add up all the points together, potentially. I think this is the game that never ends. Now I'm starting to feel like I made some sort of mistake. Is it ever gonna end? Are we done yet? Okay, I better go downstairs and check on something. Something's not right. Okay, I figured it out. I did not have enough items in this dropper, and so the signal never got back up to this clock to shut it off. So we just played the longest game in the history of this game, I think. Okay, all figured out now. And I think what I'll do is, well, I'll go check my score, which is going to be amazing because, yeah, extended innings on that one. Okay, 43 points. But you get the idea. So a little bit shorter game. We would expect maybe, I don't know, 20 points to 30 points being able to be scored. And let's just do a quick little cleanup here. And there we go. So I want to start the game up again so you guys can kind of see how it works from down below, because it is kind of fun to watch. So as I hit the button, you see that's what starts that clock here, and this is going to basically just make a countdown, and then once all these blocks go in, that's what's going to turn the game back off, and that's where our mistake was made. And then this controls how often the armor stands will shoot. And then again, you guys saw this device earlier. This is figuring out which one's going to go off as far as which armor stand. So that one just set an armor stand up channel 5 there, and then channel 7, and we should see that change hopefully randomly. There we go, channel 3. Yep, that's working great. And we'll go up and kind of see how the whole armor stand collection is happening. So how we're basically able to determine scores. And we'll come up here. Hopefully we can sneak in this game without breaking anything. All right, there we go. We'll get a little bird's eye view. You can see the armor stands coming by. And the idea is that whenever an armor stand's actually broken down into item form, we're going to... Uh-oh. That was bad. That was bad. I broke it. I broke it. We need to get ourselves a fence gate and fix that. Okay, that could have gone way worse. We're good. We're good. We got it all fixed. Fence gate back in there. All right, let's break it down like this instead of doing that. All right, so that's going to go over here, and what happens now is that slides into that hopper right there, and that's how we know we just scored a point. The rest go around the corner and get broken down by shooting arrows, as you see, and there's a little string in here. It looks like it's one behind for some reason, so maybe two came in at once, and it wasn't able to keep up. Can we activate this string without falling in? There we go. Oh, there's actually a couple in there. All right, so we may need to do something to keep up. I think we got a few armor stands that will hit the string together and come in and not get broken down. So we got a few extra armor stands just chilling in here. So I might want to take a look at that. Maybe put a clock on this. We could have another string here, maybe, that it's... yeah, if it's detecting something in it, it will just continue to fire potentially. So we have to keep this stocked with arrows, obviously. And all the dispensers have to stay stocked with the armor stands, obviously. And they are right now. And that is because what's happening is as they get broken down, I have a cart that goes around and just redistributes all the armor stands back into the dispensers to keep them all filled up so that it won't run out of armor stands unless we start losing some. And at some point, I think a fence gate's going to pop out somewhere, but that's going to be fine. A fence gate in the system, that's kind of funny. Hopefully I find it, but okay, that was good. Let's see. We should be able to... I just broke down a bunch, so we might have some extra points as a system, but there we go. A little bit of cleanup work. And I would say this game is pretty much working. I mean, it seems functional. We're able to determine scores, and it is going off randomly like I wanted. So now I need to decide, am I going to do a building around this or just leave it open? Because it's kind of cool just being open. Of course, we will have to rely on people sleeping through the night, so there's not monsters or anything, but there's so much stuff popping up around here. I don't even know what I shouldn't be looking at because things are probably spoilers, but it looks to me like a lot of the games are just mainly left kind of, I don't know, I guess, would you consider this open? It kind of is, right? Anybody could just walk in here, including mobs, and into the middle of the game and become new contestants. So I think we might just leave it open. I might do a little more extra decoration. Anyway, I want to leave this project for today. My brain is so scattered now. Just scatterbrained because redstone. Yeah, it was my brain's dead. So I was just walking through the shopping district when I noticed something has changed over here. First of all, it looks like Hypno's shop has now moved. Actually, I don't know if it moved or if it was just torn down. I haven't seen it pop up anywhere else just yet. But this is now here. Look at this. Barge Co. and Partners present Impulse Buys. Very nice. So it looks like Green has started a new barge here, another baby barge. Remember that barge? Oh my gosh, just think back at the beginning of the season. That barge once started off as this little guy. How crazy. Look at how far that thing has come. And I'm wondering if that is what Green has in mind for this one now, if this is going to continue to expand. Is there going to be two barges? Are they going to kind of just morph into one large one? I don't know. I have no idea. But our stock is now in here, and it looks like I need to put more in here. He's using the barrels now, and I'm kind of wondering, like, should I store some extra somewhere now that they're in barrels? I'm not sure. Maybe that'd be a good idea to have a barrel off to the side that just has shulker boxes full of these, so it's easy for me to replenish them. But it doesn't look like we've had any sales since they've moved over. Now, okay, this missing prismarine, that was from me. I had to borrow from myself in order to do some of the work on that mini game. So yeah, don't think somebody stole anything or anything like that. But this is pretty cool. I can't wait to see where this goes from here. All right, so this episode, we didn't get any work done on our base. I know, I am just as disappointed as you are, but there's a few reasons for that. One, that mini game took a long time. It took a long time for me to figure out how to get that thing working and get it built here on the server, and yeah, make sure all the redstone was working. So we didn't get a chance to do much on the base today. The other reason is because I need a lot of quartz. You see, because we noticed last time, if we're going to do this thick ring all the way around, yeah, it's going to take a lot of quartz. And also these builds as well that I want to do the other three cardinal directions. These are going to take a lot of quartz also. And I don't know if I even showed you guys this, how we can kind of get from level to level inside this building with this little elevator here. Maybe I did. I can't remember, but it would be kind of cool to have something in here for fun. One thing I have been thinking about, though, is there too many beacons? Is there just too many beacons? Have I gone crazy with the beacons? I mean, there's beacons coming out of every corner of the pyramid, coming out of the center, and now coming out of the center of this as well. And like, there's beacons in the background. There's beacons on top of beacons here, people. I mean, is it too many? Is it too many beacons? It might be. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If so, what do we do? Because it would be cool to have the beacons on the outskirts so that we could at least have speed and stuff and make our way around. You know, eventually I want to put a full pyramid in. And I think we're going to put a pillar up right here anyway, so you won't see that beam underwater. You can actually see a pillar that's holding this structure up, so it'll make a lot more sense, you know, from a physics standpoint, I suppose. But let me know what you think. Did we go overboard with the beams? Maybe these center ones aren't really necessary. I just thought it would be cool to kind of draw your eye to the tip of the pyramid there with those center beams, but maybe it's just too much. I don't know. You guys will let me know, I'm sure. But I did want to show you one thing before we go, and that is my plans for getting the quartz that we're going to need to finish this build, because I do have some villagers in my base here. If we go and we take a look, you may recall I've got a few of these guys right here, these masons that are hooking me up with some quartz, and looks like it's time to trade as they all interact with their workstations. Obviously emeralds is not a problem. I can trade raw cod with these fishermen to get more emeralds if need be. Let me switch to my pickaxe. Might as well get a little repair going. But you can see this is how I've been getting my quartz. 5 trades at a time, basically, or you can go back for round 2 if you're within working hours. So we get just, I don't know, not even a stack per go here, which isn't great, right? So I want to show you something, and some of you may have seen this from before, but Tango and I, a while back, we actually put together a villager trading center in the end, and I want to show you just how far that thing has come. All right, so here we are, and this is my Wither Rose farm, if you don't remember. And over here, we have a chicken underneath this bit here. And I just realized I should have landed on this side because we need to get the Wither to focus on this chicken, or else he's going to go crazy and start blowing stuff up, which he has already done, it looks like. So I think while I'm over here, since we've got his full attention on the chicken that's under here, let's go ahead and fix up these hoppers and stuff, because we are running out of Wither Roses because it's broken. So what do we need? We just need some hoppers and stuff. So let me go ahead and grab some of those. I got just a few in here thanks to the winnings from the barge quest. Oh yeah, I am so glad I hung on to that box. Definitely coming in handy. Oh, I should have grabbed some more scaffolding though. All right, let's see. I think what we need to do... Oh, this is the thing about scaffolding. I need to hold shift and place an item, but in order to do that, I have to kind of like bob up and down. That's not good. Oh, hi. Hi, friend. He's looking at me. I don't like that. 1, 2, I think... Do we go here? I think so. I can't remember how this works. I think this is where the Endermen land, and then they will get hurt by the withers. So I'm actually surprised that... Okay, we can stop bobbing up and down. I'm actually surprised no Endermen are falling here right now. But let's see. That should still be hooked up. All these go over, and I guess we could just test this real quick. So we have 0 Wither Roses in there now. And so I guess if we go up to our little AFK spot, which is way up above this guy. Yeah, here we go, on some glass. We should be able to see Enderman spawning once we land here. I don't think anybody's in the nether at the moment. There we go, there's some Enderman spawning. Now they should fall down to where the wither is, and the wither should damage them, and we should be able to get some Wither Roses from this. So, okay, good. They are spawning like crazy. So let's hang out for a minute. Let's see if we get any Wither Roses from this. Okay, hung out for about a minute or so. That should be enough to find out if this is working or if we have further issues to manage. Like this guy, we need to do something about this. Maybe some double carpet on top of here. And how these guys all get down here? Oh, I suppose there's some spawning spots. Okay, probably not great, but let's see. Oh, yeah, no, there's an issue, isn't there? What is this? What's all this mess? Do we need to put... Oh, we probably need to put more tube up above because everything's kind of spilling out over the edge. Okay, but the fact that we do have some Wither Roses means that this seems to be working. And what can we use for blocks for now? I'm just gonna grab some blocks. Let's just fill this thing in. And I think that's what we were probably missing, so they don't go crazy spraying everywhere. Of course we're gonna use quartz. Of course. Of course. Okay, hopefully that helps. It's not pretty, but hey, it gets the job done. All right, let's put those back and let's see if some are making their way into the system. Oh my goodness, a whole stack just in that like 1 minute that we were there. Okay, excellent. I'm glad that we took care of that, but that definitely was a distraction. It's just a little pit stop that I made on the way here because this is actually what I'm looking for. This is our villager trading hall in space. So let's come on in here, and I think I've shown this off on video before, but you know, your regular villager trading hall setup. We've got zombies that has helped us bring these guys down to only wanting 1 cod per emerald, which is crazy cheap. So if I bring a bunch of cod from my guardian farm in here, we can get emeralds very, very easily, which I believe, yeah, I've done. Okay, yeah, we definitely have enough. Check this out. This is just nuts. We might as well get some XP while we're at it, right? And get our tools repaired. So now we can just go through here, basically, grab a bunch of emeralds super quick, just like that. I've got a full stack of emeralds and my tools are pretty much all fixed, which is awesome. And then after we've gained enough emeralds that we feel pretty good about ourselves, we can turn around and we have all these masons. That is a lot. We have a lot of masons. We have a lot of these guys here, these fishermen, wanting to give us some emeralds. So now we can just go like this. And of course, it's only 1 emerald per block of quartz. And if we make our way all the way down here, we get an absolute ton of quartz. A lot better than what I have in my base. So it's just a matter of taking a trip out here and doing this little grind to get a bunch of quartz, which I think I can stock up about a shulker box in probably 10 minutes or so, which isn't bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. So I think I need to do this for a while. And yeah, I'm going to hang out here between episodes and we are going to stock up on a ton of quartz because next episode, I really, really want to make some massive progress to the base. I feel terrible we didn't get much done today. Again, that minigame just took up all my time, so I was hoping to do more. But hey, next episode, I'll make it up to you. I'm going to make a promise now. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't make promises. But hey, I'm going to make a promise now. Next episode, we're going to make some massive progress on the base. Promise. Shouldn't have promised. All right, but with that said, we're going to end the episode here today. I'm running out of time, and I want to make sure that we get this video out to you guys. You waited long enough, so thank you for your patience. I appreciate that, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed, just make sure you subscribe before you go. And with that said, I'll see you again next time. Have a good one, everyone.